welcome to a nice short and sweet mat workout. We're going to use the Theraband. We're going to get a bit of work through the glutes, a bit of work through the abdominals and a bit of arm work as well. So let's just start by warming up the spine. We are going to be in a quadruped position. So wrists are below the shoulders and knees are below the hips. We're going to round the spine and find a cat stretch here. I'm looking into the belly, my elbows are soft. And then I'm going to let my belly drop down to the floor, bringing my breastbone forward, softening those elbows. Round the spine, there's your cat. Take the spine the other way for the cow. And we'll do this a couple more times. We'll be thinking about your breath, really pushing away into the floor. Elbows are nice and soft. If it doesn't suit your wrists, you can always be on little fists. We're just going to do one more time. Excellent. And then sit yourself back into your heels, reach your hands forwards, take a little bit of a child pose stretch, let your head rest to the floor. Breathe in and breathe out. And then draw yourself back up to that quadruped position, but we'll tuck our toes under this time. We're going to keep a nice neutral spine, really fire up our abdominals. So I'm going to have flat hands, but remember you can go to little fists if you prefer. So we're going to pull the knees up off the floor. We're going to use our abdominals to do this, so pull your belly in nice and deeply. As you exhale, float, hover your knees off the floor just a tiny little bit and hold it there. So it should barely look like I've lifted my knees at all, but there's a lot going on in my core to make this happen. We're going to stay here for 4. We're going to stay here for 3. We're going to stay here for 2. We're going to stay here for 1, and then we lower the knees, release the feet, and have a little bit of a stretch back. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out and bring yourself all the way back up. We're going to do that again, but we're going to round the spine into our cat stretch. We're going to add in a little bit of opposition if you're able to. So tuck the toes, float your knees, and then can you bring your right hand to tap your left knee and then come back? And then left hand to tap the right knee and then come back. We'll do that again. Right hand to left knee, left hand to right knee. Now we're going to try and lift the leg as well. So we've got a little opposition tap. And a little opposition tap. It's got very hard very quickly. Opposition tap. Opposition tap. Let's do one more on each side. Opposition tap. Opposition tap. Good. And then rest your feet. Have a big stretch back. Relax your wrists. Breathe in. And then as you breathe out, make your way around. We are going to sit and we're going to be using our Theraband. We're going to do a little bit of rolling back. So I'm going to hold the Theraband around my feet. When I hold the Theraband in my hands, I'm using long fingers, so I'm not just gripping with fingernails, but it's nice long fingers right around the band. Plenty of mat behind me, but we're not going all the way down first. We're sitting up nice and tall. As we breathe out, we rock back our sit bones. We pull the belly in and we round the spine back like you were going to lie in a hammock. Then you're going to change your mind and reset the spine and sit up nice and tall. As we breathe out, round the spine, flex and roll yourself back. You're in that little curved back shape. And then reset the spine and sit up nice and tall. You have an exhale as you roll yourself back. You're into that nice rounded shape. We reset the spine and we sit up nice and tall. One more just like that. So the band is giving you a little bit of assistance. Maybe you don't need the band, so let's take it away. And so if you're able to, long legs, you're going all the way back. This is your roll back, your roll up rather. All the way back so the arms reach over the head and then the arms come up. We round the spine, we come all the way up. We're going to reach right forwards past the toes with those fingertips if you can. And then reset the spine, sit up tall, and we're going to roll it back again. Tucking under, rounding the spine, back we go. Arms come right up and over. Arms come up to the roof, the spine rounds, we're flexing, we're coming all the way up. We're going to try and reach fingertips past the toes. Maybe I can go a bit further this time. Inhale, reset. 2 more. If you want to just do that first exercise we did, you can stay with that. You don't have to go for this full roll up, going all the way to the floor. Can we stretch past those toes again? 1 more. Roll yourself back, round your spine, reach over, and then let's come all the way up, rounding the spine, sitting nice and tall, and then reaching forward over those toes. And then let's reset the spine, sit up tall. Okay, let's move into a little bit of arm work. We're going to use the Theraband and we're going to do some triceps. So the band is going to go behind my back. One hand is going behind my head, one hand in the small of my back. We're going to start by moving our top arm. The top arm goes up to the roof and then down. It goes up to the roof and then down. So I'm going to do 8 with my top arm. Bottom arm is your anchor. The closer your hands are together, when that Theraband, the harder the work will be, the more you've got to pull on that band. That's our first 8. Let's do the bottom arm. Down, so your hand might just reach the floor. Down and release. So bottom arm moving, top arm stabilizing and holding. We are here for 4. We're here for 3. I'm sitting tall, tummy strong. We are 2. And we are 1. Here we go, both arms together. We're both stretching out and down. And again, stretch it out and down. And again, we reach. And again, we reach. And we are here for 4. And we're here for 3. And we're here for 2. Last one, can we do those little pulses? Just for 8. We go 8, we go 7, we go 6, we go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release those arms. Big shoulder circle all the way around. Now, of course, we're going to do it the other way around with the other hand as your top hand. But before we do that, can we cross the legs? So you've got the other leg is your front leg, your top leg. Swap your arms over as well. So it's the other arm that's over the top. I'll face camera this time. And here we go. Top arm stretching high. I come right off camera, but I promise you that's what my arm is doing. There's nowhere else for it to go. Straight up and straight down. Straight up and straight down. Now, often your hair can get a bit caught in the Theraband, so do slightly tuck the chin in as you do this movement. All right, here we go, bottom arm. Down it pulls. And again, pull it down. And again, pull it down. And again, pull it down. We are 4 more here. Pull 4. And pull 3. And pull 2. And pull 1. Both arms are moving together. Stretch that Theraband. And again, reach. And again, reach. Tummy strong. One arm straight up. One arm straight down. And we are 4. Getting a bit warm in the back of those upper arms. We are 2. We are 1. Here come our little pulses. We are 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and done. Good. Put the Theraband to one side. Roll your shoulders all the way round and back and down a couple of times. Quick little stretch for the back of the upper arms. One arm comes behind the head. The fingertips reach down the spine. You're drawing the elbow. You'll breathe in and breathe out. And again, breathe in and breathe out. And then let's release that. Roll the shoulders, other side, other hand behind the head, fingertips down the spine. We're stretching that second side. Inhale, exhale. Again, breathe in, breathe out. Lovely. And then release and roll those shoulders. Okay, let's head to the lying on our back. So we are going to bend up our knees and have our feet on the floor. We're going to do some bridging, but we are just going to use the Theraband to give us a bit of connection with our arms. I'm going to double the Theraband over and hold it out on my legs. Spine is in neutral. We lie for our breath in and get ready to go. As we breathe out, imprint the spine and roll your backbone all the way up. Arms are going to reach up over the head. Mine can get to the floor. Leave them there and then roll the spine down, but keep reaching your fingertips away and still try and articulate your back. The arms will end up coming back to the thighs. So we exhale to move our spine. We inhale to move our arms. We exhale to move our spine. And we inhale to move our arms. Now I've got 10 toes on the floor. My knees are about a fist width apart. So they're not squeezing together. And they're not rotated out to the side. So these breaths aren't the deepest breaths you've ever made in your life. But we do use that exhale to connect back into our core, pulling the belly button in. We're doing one more like this. So articulating the spine, low back through to the thoracic spine. Thoracic spine rolls back. And then the lumbar spine ends up drawing you to neutral. Okay, let's get rid of the Theraband. Come into some single leg variations. So I'm going to roll my spine up, and this time I'm going to stay up at the top. I'm going to ground my left hand into the floor. That's pushing down really firmly, and my right arm is going to reach to the ceiling. Then I'm going to create a diagonal of work through my body from my left arm all the way to the right glute. So the left leg is going to come off the floor. I'm in opposition. Pelvis is level, glutes are fired, particularly that right side, and 5 toes on the floor. We reach out with that left leg and then we pull it in. And my left arm is pulling firmly, pushing firmly into the floor. We're going out and in again. with that strong left leg. Let's add in the arm. It will come to the knee and then we'll reach it out. And again, it will reach out. Arm and leg lengthening, reaching away. We've got 2 to go, just like this. We've got 1 to go. And then we're going to leave those limbs long, reaching away from each other. And that left leg is lowering down a couple of inches and then back up. So only the leg lowers, not my hip. Keep strong in that right side of the body. Little lower, little lift. One more time. Little lower, little lift. And then bend in the knee. Bring the hand up. Lower the pelvis, lower the arms, lower the leg. Have a little rock side to side. Let's just fire up on that other side. Okay, so this time it's my right arm that's pushing firmly into the floor. The left arm comes to the roof, creating a diagonal of work. So now it's my left leg that's working, my right leg that's up in a tabletop. I'm going to push my pelvis up, squeezing my glutes and then holding there, keeping stable. Off we go, right leg out and in. So it's just little sets of 4 before we change it. Every change we make makes it harder. So you can always stay with the last one we did. Here comes hand and knee. Reach it out. And again, reach it out. And again, reach it out. We have 1 to go. And then we're on our next set where we hold it. That leg lowers a couple of inches and it comes up. Press strong with that right arm. Keep the left glute fired. Lower that right leg. Bring it up. Lower that right leg. Bring it up. We're done. Knee in, hand in, foot down, hips down, arms down. Hug your knees. Little rock side to side, little ease through the back of the body. Okay, time to fire up those abdominals again. Legs in a tabletop position. Right hand is going to rest on the inside of the left leg. Now I said rest, but it's not a rest. I'm actively pushing my hand into my leg and I'm trying to push my leg into my hand. So I'm really working hard to keep that connection. Head's going to stay down initially. Right leg is going to move. So strong with your right arm and left leg. Pull it together. Off we go. Right leg out. Right leg in. And again, stay strong. Right leg out. Right leg in. And again, stay strong. Right leg out. And keep pushing with that right hand on the left leg. Okay, we are sets of 6 this time. So we've got 2 to go. Keep strong. Keep working into the core. Reach out with that leg. Come on in. Left hand behind the head. Up we come with our torso. Okay, another 6, reaching out with that right leg and coming in. Now if the chest lift is not for you, you can keep your head down, keep that connection, right hand, left leg, making your body work really hard. We have got 3 before we have our last little change. We are 2. Okay, we've got a last set of 6. Okay, rotate the torso, looking past your left thigh to the corner of the mat. Here we go, right leg, keep your twist. And again, right leg, reach it out. And again, right leg, reach it out. And again, lengthen. I think we've got 2 to go. Lengthen. And one last time, lengthen. And then pull it all in. Lower the head. Give yourself a squeeze. Have a little rock around. Okay, great work. We've got to do it all on the other side. So this time the left hand is on the inside of the right leg. Working hard, bringing leg into hand, hand into leg. Upper body down for the first one. Off we go with that left leg. First set of 6. We go away and we come on in. So my spine is in a neutral. Just a little gap in between the back and the mat. As the leg goes away, I'm not arching my spine. I'm keeping that strong connection. So it's my core keeping my spine in a neutral, not letting my back do the work. Okay, that's your first set of 6. Hand behind the head. Round your spine, find your chest lift, and then let's keep going with that left leg. Now the more you work that left arm into the right leg and the right leg into the left arm, the more you're going to feel the work. So keep pushing, keep connecting. We have 2. We have 1. Okay, last bit, rotate. Turn past the right thigh. I can see the far corner of my mat. I'm pushing, and out we go. Left leg for 6. And again, left leg for 5. And again, exhale, reach those toes away. And again, reach. Good, we've got a couple to go. We have got 1 to go. And then we are done. Draw the knees in, give yourself a little hug, have a little rock side to side. And then slide out the legs, slide the arms away. Reach fingertips as far away from toes as you can. Stretch out more right arm, right leg. Stretch out more left arm, left leg. Good. And then pull the knees in. Hug, and then I'm going to rock myself all the way up. You can roll around to one side if that's easier. Okay, time for the glutes to have some work. So take the Theraband around behind your thighs. You're going to tie your legs together in a knot. Now I know some people have a loop. If you've got a loop, go ahead, put it on. If you haven't got a loop, a Theraband is all you need. If you don't have a Theraband, don't worry. I'm going to do a nice knot and a little bow. Okay, so we have 3 sets and we have pulses at the end of each set. So that's created your resistance, but you don't need it to feel the work, but sometimes it can help. Okay, lie on your side, tuck your legs, stack them, one on top of the other, and then feet are in line with pelvis and you're lying down on your side. Okay, so if you flick your feet up and you look over your shoulder, you should be able to see those toes, they're in line with your pelvis. Head down, feet down, spine long, so now my little gap is between the side waist and the floor. Dig your heels, and we have got 8 opening and closing. So into our oysters or our clams, we are rotating the hip, or rotating the thigh bone in the hip rather. So we're not rolling the back, not rolling the spine, just opening and closing. And we have got 4 to go, and we have 3, and we are 2, and then we open and we hold. So now we're pulsing, just a bit wider, 8, wider 7, wider 6, wider 5, good, wider 4, wider 3, wider 2, wider 1, and then lower and rest. Okay, second set. Looks very similar, but we change 2 things. First thing we do is we lift our feet up. So we've changed the angle. We're starting an internal rotation. It's a bit harder. We're also going to add in a leg kick at the end. You can add in these 2 things or just leave it as is. So it looks like that and then like that. And then we go foot to foot and we go knee to knee. So we're turning out and we're kicking out. So that means that we have to hold that resistance for longer, and we lose the connection with our feet as we hold that resistance. So then that glute has got to kick in that little bit more. With 4 to go. Lovely. With 3 to go. Keep the tummy strong. Keep nice and active. With 2 to go. Lovely. And with 1 to go. And we're going to hold that leg out. They just hold there for 8 and stay there for 7 and stay there for 6 and stay there for 5. Keep the leg there for 4 and 3, 2, and 1. Land your feet, land your knees and rest. Super. Let's bring the knees up higher. We have changed our shape. It looks like I'm sat in a chair. My legs are at 90 and 90. This time I'm going to separate my feet as well as my knees, so it's hip abduction. Still the gap with the side body. Here we go. 8 and 7. Lovely. Nice, strong open and close and open and close. Connect with your core for 4 and for 3 and for 2. Okay, here we go. Open, little pulse higher and higher. Lovely. And higher and higher. And we are just 4 and 3. We're 2, we're 1, and we are done. Good job. So we have to do the other side, then we'll stretch. So push yourself up. Swing your legs around to the other side. Remember, we start with our feet lining up with our hips. When you lie yourself down on the side, if you looked up, you could see your feet. They just pop into your vision. Lengthen your side. Keep the little gap with your side body. And here we go. Back to the start. Open and close. Good. Tummy strong. Open and close. And again. So here for 4. Here for 3. Here for 2. Open, hold. All right, we go 8. We go 7. We are 6 and 5. Keep the tummy strong. 4 and 3, 2 and 1, and rest down. Okay, we add in 2 things. We add in our foot lift. We add in our kick out if you can. Breathe in, breathe out, rotate and a kick. Foot to foot, knee to knee. And again, we rotate and we kick. Foot to foot, knee to knee. And again, we rotate and we kick. Foot to foot, knee to knee. And again, we rotate and we kick. Foot to foot, knee to knee. You have 4 to go. Lovely. And now this side, it's already done some stabilizing. So if it feels a bit fatigued a bit sooner, you would expect that. It's already worked quite hard. This is our last one, and we hold. The leg stays out there. We are 8, we are 7, 6 and 5. Stay there 4. Don't let it drop. 2, 1, foot in, knee in, done. Almost done. Knees up. Okay, belly button in line with those knees, shins parallel to the front edge, long with the waist. Okay, we are going to open and close. And now we're separating the foot and the knee. It is hip abduction. Outside of that thigh is working. And we are 4 And we are 3. It's getting warm in there. Last 2. And hold it. All right, we are up for 8, 7, 6, and 5. Good, going 4, and 3, 2, and 1, and lower. All right, time to stretch out those glutes. So just roll yourself onto the back. Then you can undo your Theraband, undo your knot, your bow, or just slide it off of your legs. Okay, figure 4 glute stretch, 1 ankle over a thigh. We're going to stay in this stretch for about 30 seconds. I'm going to do a little multitask. If you need to hold onto your leg to get the stretch, you can do that. Some people find it really difficult to stretch their glutes. It totally depends on how mobile your hips are, not about how hard you've worked. If this is a tricky one for you to find, you can do the stretching seated, but you keep this kind of same position of the leg and it will look like that. Okay? So it's still a figure 4, but you're sitting, and sometimes that pressure or that positioning, sitting upright and pushing in, can help find the stretch. Okay, let's release that. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So you can lie onto your back, or you can lean back and pop that foot up. I'm going to try and multitask. Oh, there we go. That didn't take too long. So bringing yourself into that nice stretch with the other side. Another way is to sit this way and hug that way. Again, that's another way to get into the glute and to feel that stretch. Hopefully one of those works for you. The lying down, the sitting up, the twisting this way. Breathe in and breathe out. And then we're going to do a little extension series. Not a whole heap, but it's really nice to try and move the backbone back, because that's the movement we do often least. We're rounding forward. And when I say backbone, I'm particularly thinking about the thoracic spine, the upper back, not the lumbar back that already does quite a nice movement anyway. Okay, so we're going to lie on our tummy. You're going to have your Theraband handy because we will have some add-ons for the back and add-ons for the arms. So my legs are about mat distance apart. I'm going to take my hands wide of the mat and just look for range and a bit of a release and a bit of a stretch. So as I breathe out, I draw my belly button in, and then I push my hands into the floor to come all the way up. So we're just arching ourselves backwards, and then we're coming all the way down. Now, although I pull my belly button in, like there's a little like kind of ice cube in between my belly button and the floor, when I move, I do sort of push my back or push my tummy into the floor. Not actively pushing, it's more a sense that you might find that although you're lifting your belly button up, your skin does touch the floor as you come into extension. That doesn't mean you're not doing it properly. It's just the way the body moves. You can still connect your core and still pull your belly in, even though you might feel that the skin of your tummy is touching the floor. Let's go one more time. Up we go. Down we go. Okay, so we've moved with the support of our hands. Now we're going to take that away. We're going to bring the arms down along by the sides of the body, and I'm going to slide my feet closer together so my big toes are touching but my heels are apart. If I was stood up, it looked like I was in internal rotation. Still that pull up of the belly button, like you're lifting your tummy away from an ice cube, and then squeeze the heels together, so wrap the legs into each other. Lift your chest up without using your arms and reach your fingertips back to your toes and turn your palms to face your thighs. This is called dart. We want to feel like we're super, super long, and then rest the whole shape to the floor. We'll do that again. Wrap the legs together, so connect your heels, reach your fingertips back to your toes, lift your chest, rotate your palms in to face the body and feel super long. Come all the way back to the floor. We'll do that one more time. As we breathe out, we wrap the thighs, we squeeze the heels, we reach the fingertips, we lift the chest off the floor, the palms are facing the body, and then we come all the way down. Okay, now let's take the Theraband behind our back, and now I've got long arms. So this time, when I lift my chest up, I'm going to be pulling the Theraband wide. Let's try it and see how it feels. Breathe in. Exhale, strong tummy. Squeeze your legs. Lift your chest. Reach your arms up. Lift them and pull the Theraband apart for 8. Apart for 7. Apart for 6. Apart for 5. Keep those arms lifted. We're 4. We're 3. We're 2. We're 1, and then rest down. We are going to do it again. You might want to bring your arms a little closer to each other. Now you know what you're doing. You might not want to use the Theraband. That's an option too. Inhale. Exhale, wrap your thighs. Pull your belly in. Lift your chest. Lift your arms up. Reach long. And we are 8 pull aparts. And 7. Keep lifted with that spine. 6. And 5. The tummy is strong. Open across your shoulders. For 3. For 2. for one, and then release the legs and rest down. Put the Theraband to one side. Take your hands under your shoulders. Push yourself back, and we'll go into that child pose that we used earlier. So although some of that exercise we weren't lifting very far off the floor, you are doing a lot with your extensors. It doesn't have to look like it's a lot to feel like it's a lot. So with that in mind, let's come into a cat stretch so we can just really flex and release that spine. We're going to keep going with a couple of spinal movements. So if you release your spine to a neutral, so we're not so flexed, we're going to thread the needle. So my left arm, leg, torso, and the bit of floor is the eye of my needle. My bit of thread is my right arm. I'm going to reach it through, threading my needle, sliding, rotating, bringing my right shoulder to the floor and looking up to the roof over my left. I'm going to unthread that needle and then pull the thread all the way up to the ceiling, rotating, looking to my right hand. So we are rotating, breathing out as we look over my left shoulder. Inhale to come up to the roof, looking over my right shoulder. So I find that if I flex and I twist and I breathe out, I get the best movement. And as I extend and twist and inhale, I get the best movement. So it might be that it's the same for you. You might prefer breathing the other way around. But more than anything, do try and breathe with the movement rather than just trying to hold your breath. Last time here. And then bring that right hand in front of the left hand on the floor. We're going to keep the hands where they are, but we're going to send your hips over to the right as you reach your hands to the left. So you're trying to get a bit of a lateral stretch through the body here. You can creep those right fingertips a bit further away to increase that stretch. Inhale, exhale there. And then gently come back up to quadruped. We're going to thread the needle the other way. So now the eye of my needle is my right leg, my right arm, right side of the torso and the floor. Left arm is my bit of thread, thread through, rotate, shoulder to the floor, look over your right shoulder. Undo, bring the arm up to the ceiling, look high. Rotate, so for me it's an exhale in this direction and an inhale in the other direction. It's an exhale in one direction and an inhale in the other direction. Let's go one more time. Rotating one way, undoing the other way, and then bring that hand to the floor in front of your right hand. Hands are going to reach one way, hips are going to reach the other way. Stretch out. Keep the left hand alive. Keep reaching those fingertips away as you flex and stretch back to the left side. Breathe in and breathe out there. And then gently bring yourself all the way back up and come to sitting. I'm going to sit cross-legged. You want a comfortable seated position for you. We're going to roll the shoulders all the way around and back and down, feeling nice and long with your spine. Excellent. Just a gentle seated twist to finish with. One hand over the knee, one hand behind you. Breathe in, sit tall, breathe out, little twist. Look right around behind you. Stay there, breathe in. Stay there, breathe out, more twist. And then come through the middle, other hand on the knee, change across to the legs just to keep your body alive. Breathe in and breathe out, twist. Well, not to keep your body alive, but just to keep your brain and body thinking, communicating to each other. That's your last twist. Come back to center and we're done. So there's your little mat workout with your Theraband, covering arms, abs, legs, moving your spine. Tick all those boxes. See you again.